Alright, so welcome back to another video on how to secure yourself financially. Now, jumps to the cash flow statement here. Okay? To make a quick recap of this and then dive deep into what does it mean the operating assets and operating liabilities and what are the most common examples and then how can we relate all of them so we can now start to create our tree of knowledge. So cash flow, after all, is a report. So cash flow reports the company's inflow and outflow of cash. And this is important because company needs to have on hand cash to pay expense or purchase assets, right? So while the income statement can tell you whether a company made a profit, cash flow statement can tell you whether a company generated cash over a period of time reusing data from the balance sheets and the income statement. So the bottom line of this statement show is the net increase or decrease in cash over a period of time. So this is made up of generally three main parts, where now each part review the cash flow from one of these three type of activities: operating, investing, and finance. So the operating, they analyze and reconcile, okay, but first they analyze the net income from the income statement and conciliate with the total cash that a company received from or used in its operating activities. And to do this, it adjusts the net income for any non-cash for any non-cash items that affect the company income statements, but there is no cash transaction involved, such as depreciation and amortization. So over time, this kind of assets like equipment, tools, or machinery, so you need to take in account the amount of wear and tear of those assets. So you you depreciate this asset, or this asset depreciate over time. Another example is stock-based compensation, where now company provide stock options or awards to the employers, but there is no cash involved here. So it also adjusts any cash that was used or perceived from other operating assets and liabilities. So operating assets here now, because I asked ChatGPT for this, so operating assets are accounts receivable. In Spanish, this is cuentas por cobrar. No. ChatGPT. Why do I need to log in? No, I don't need to. Exactly. Okay. Unable to load history. It doesn't matter. There you got it. What the? Strengths and weakness. BLST for sequential data. E-commerce delivery optimization. Ooh, lol. Okay, local platforms. it seems that someone else actually asked these questions. Python encapsulation extent. Exactly. It seems like someone actually made these questions. In any case, so when I ask here, operating assets, okay, or example of operating assets of operating assets. There you go. Now it load the proper. Now there is no need for keep doing this. It's like, yeah, delete it. It's like operating activities. Let me see if you're able to load that. Failed to get service status. Damn. So operating activities. Yeah, there's a huge amount of people asking for that. Okay. Here we are, right? The operating assets. Okay, operating assets and liabilities. So first, I'll look at the operating assets like accounts receivable, inventory, prepay expense that the company do that in advance for things that is going to consume. All right, but right now it doesn't enjoy that, or is not consuming that, such as insurance premium, like health for medical coverage, life that coverage in the event of the that word in English, right? It covers in the event. Okay, it covers in the event of the policyholder death. Okay, policyholders. So anytime when you hear about policyholders, okay, policyholder, asegurado. That's right. Okay, so policyholder or asegurado in Spanish. Okay, that's great. By the way, cool. Okay. Yeah, the policy the policy holder. Okay, so you have on the insurance premiums like health for medical coverage, auto for cover in the event of potential damage or accidents, thieves, home in the event or for coverage or to coverage home and its belongings, life in the case of the policy holder death, liabilities that it covers against any legal demand or legal liabilities such as lawsuits, disability, uh, disability that it covers in the event of the individual suffering an accident and keep them from working or prevent it from working, or long-term care such as nursing home care or home health care. In the prepaid expense, you also have things like the rent, the marketing, office supply, office supplies, like like the ink for a printer or paper, software license, and maintenance contract. And this is something important because if you see yourself as a business over time, now you can identify all of this prepaid expense and make sense when you're able to look at, for example, a cash flow statement. Okay, another operating assets. So the first is cash. The first was accounts receivable. Yeah, accounts receivable, inventory, prepay expense. Okay, I would like to remember is the order here, then juggling off. So accounts receivable, inventory, prepay expense, plan, property, plant, and equipment, intangible assets, where here we now enter in the realm of a very interesting things, a very interesting use case here, or examples, right? So intangible assets, as their name suggests, are things that a company cannot touch, but that has value. So, such as patent that are exclusive right granted to the inventor for a period of time, so no one else can use, make, or produce or sell that invention. You also have trademark that is distinct. The trademark, there's distinct design. Mhm. There is distinct design. The trademark, which is symbols, word, or design that distinguishes the company from the competition. You have copyrights, exclusive rights granted to the content creator or the creator of original works to use and distribute their creation for a period of time. Similar to the patent, but now copyrights focus more uh, on intellectual property, you might think, right? Again, the subtle difference between the patent and the copyright is that patents patents are exclusive rights granted to the inventors, so no one else can use, make, or sell that invention over a period of time. And now copyright are exclusive rights granted to the creator of original works. So one of the inventors and the other is creator of original works according to ChatGPT. Okay, and then you have trademarks, symbols, words, and design that distinct this company from the competition. Trade secrets, confidentially and proprietary information that provides a competitive advantage to a company. Confidential data or property information that provide a competitive advantage of the company, such as formula, process, or and customer lists. Trade secrets, such as formula, process, and customer lists. Goodwill, the value of a company reputation, brand recognition, and customer loyalty. Something that I barely know about the name, right? How do you say that? Goodwill in Spanish? Okay, but in Spanish, accountant. Mm, yeah, but what is the name? Goodwill accounting. Buena voluntad, fondo de comercio, benevolencia, caridad, goodwill, ok, caridad o fondo de comercio, goodwill, exactly, buena voluntad o fondo de comercio. The goodwill of a company is part of its value. El fondo de comercio. It's like less common as caridad. It's charity. So goodwill doesn't mean charity. Goodwill mean is fondo de comercio. Okay. So the goodwill or the fondo de comercio is the value of a company, reputation, brand recognition, and customer loyalty that can generate future earnings. So goodwill, customer relationship, the value of a company existing customer base and the potential to generate future sales and profits. Software, the value of a company's software programs which can improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance performance. Okay, so again, all of these are intangible assets, right? Intangible assets. Assets that even though that they cannot be touched, they provide value. Patents, exclusive right granted to inventors for a period of time, so no one else can use, make, or sell that invention. Similar to the copyright, but the difference here is that it grants exclusive right to creator of original work. Trademarks are symbols, designs, or words that distinguish the company from the competition. Trade secrets now it is sharing. Okay, so trade secrets is confidential and proprietary data that provides competitive advantage of a company, such as formula, process, and customer list. And this is where most of the time, most of the company focus on, in these trade secrets. Basically, on these trade secrets. Okay, confidential data or proprietary information or proprietary data that provides competitive advantage to a company, such as formula. Yes, such as formulas, process, such as formula, process, and customer list. Goodwill. The value of a company reputations, brand recognition, and customer loyalty, which can generate future earning and profit. Customer relationship. The value of a company existing customer base and the potential to generate future sales and profits. And software. Mhm. So all of these are intangible assets. Okay, interesting. So you have patent, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, confidential data or proprietary data, confidential and proprietary data that provide a competitive advantage to the company, such as formula, process, or and customer list. And customer list. You have goodwill, develop a company reputation, which is in Spanish is fondo de comercio. The goodwill is the company's reputation, brand recognition, and customer loyalty that can grant profit in the future. Customer relationship and software. And these intangible things are they provide, I will argue that they provide more value than tangible assets over the long run. Because unlike this kind of assets, they don't suffer for, most of the time, they don't suffer for depreciation. In fact, they can reinforce themselves. Patents, copyright, trademark, trade secrets, goodwill, customer relationship, and software. So after I look at the intangible assets, then we have is the investment in affiliates, investment that a company make to other company to influence without total control, and they do that for or to earn revenue from the investment or to gain strategic advantage. So to gain strategic advantage or to so to gain strategic advantage or to earn revenue from the investment, or earn a return, earn a return, earn a return of investment. And here you have is the joint ventures, equity investments, limited partnership, associate, and subsidiaries. Okay, so this is something that might apply to other companies or even to other people, right? So for the joint venture you have, which is a partnership between two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or project. Okay. To undertake specific business activity or project. To undertake a specific business activity or project in which each company owns a share of the joint venture. Equity investment. A company may purchase a significant stake in other companies, giving it partial ownership and potentially a voice in the other company's management decision. So for the joint venture, the whole thing of this, or the TLDR for joint venture is, we're a partnership of two or more companies to undertake a specific business activity or project. So when we talk about business activity, examples, I'm not screaming, example of business activities. Okay, generate the response. Okay. 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 What about now? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. It's like, okay, you're not gonna do that. Oh my God. We are investigating an issue with ChatGPT web experience. This incident may affect investigating, including status. The API went down, partially outage of 2 hours. Elevated latency, error rate of text DaVinci. Mm, Major outage, multiple API endpoints impacted. Holy moly. Major outage. Outage of fine-tuned courier models. Partial outage. But today, major outage. Okay. Mm, Chat open. Okay. 20 minutes. Chat OpenAI is down. Labs OpenAI and Playground site. Outbreak on ChatGPT. This incident has been resolved. Monitoring and investigating. Labs experience degraded performance. This incident has been resolved. Many labs requests are failing. Okay. What about now? Example of business activities. Okay, you're not gonna do that, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, Investopedia, business activity. Any activity a business engage is for the primary purpose of making a profit. Okay, business activity. So, for example, business activities, financing business activities, investing in business activities, operating business activities. Mm, what are operating business activities? What are investing business activities? And what are financial business activities? Mm, Interesting. There are three main type of business activities: operating, investing, and financing. Okay. There are three type of business activities according to Investopedia. Okay. So when I look at this, operating activities, oh my God, no, no, please. Okay, no. Activities. Ah, okay. That's not good. Oh, mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, because this is more recent. Hmm. Examples. Mm-hmm. Oh, crap. Well, well. That's not great. That's not good news. Um, yeah, that's definitely not good news. Hmm. Even though, let me keep moving on with operating assets, right? So you have joint ventures. Yeah, you have joint ventures, which are partnership between one or two or more companies to undertake a business activity, such as Crocs with Post Malone or Crocs with KFC. Mm-hmm. Okay, that sounds interesting. That's great, by the way. Also, cool, interesting. Mm. Well, so that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye bye.